Hi, I'm Ayana, and this is Andre. After college, instead of chasing the American dream, we decided to chase our dream, the dream of travel. This led us to purchase our sailboat Naida, a Hunter 34 monohull. Follow along to see where the wind takes us. Alright, it is day 2 of us being in Nassau, and we are going into town today. We're gonna go check out downtown area, which is by Paradise Island, where the big Atlantis theme park is. Oh, and we need Wi-Fi. So we've been here for 2.5 days, and we don't have any connection with the outside world other than our little satellite device here, which pretty much can just tell people that we made it and they can see where we are. If we want to go pick up a chip for our Alive, which is like a home Wi-Fi device basically, so anywhere we're in cell service, we can create a hotspot with this. So we're going to check out what plans they have. It's about an hour dinghy ride from where we are to downtown. We want to make sure we can make it there as fast as possible.
Once we made it to town, we quickly secured the Wi-Fi and headed back to stage in our next anchorage.
So we just did like a hour sail. We moved to a different anchorage on the west side because the wind, it was a little swelly and the wind shifted, so we're really protected here. And we just pulled up, our friends already made it, and there's this unbelievable rainbow. Spirit animals, the pot at the end. Okay, so we just left our second anchorage in Nassau, and we are headed to Highbourne Key, and it is not the best conditions out there. It's a really squally, it's raining, thunder and lightning. It's going to be a lot of motoring. It's a challenge that we haven't faced yet. I'm feeling a little nervous about it, but we got to get out there and do it. We might see some higher winds, but the weather's not forecasting anything over like 23 knots. But it's all against us, of course. So we'll see if we can do a little upwind sailing. If not, we'll probably have the motor on most of the time. And the wind constantly blows from the southeast, which starting from the northernmost part of the Bahamas and heading only down from there, of course the winds are against us the whole time. We either tack and zigzag down, or we pinch up into the wind as much as possible and keep that motor on. So fortunately, we're motor sailing until we get good wind direction. I don't really have much of my own foul weather gear, so wearing Dre's huge jacket. I'm swimming in your stuff. It's not looking terrible anymore.
If you haven't figured it out by now, we've got increasing wind speeds on the forecast and our head sail furling system is jammed. We attempted to pull it out further to undo the overridden line. As you saw, this did not work and left us overpowered in the current wind conditions. We managed to reset the sail to the previous reef, but still needed to unjam the drum line to pull it in completely. Having the head sail essentially stuck open with bad weather approaching is not a safe situation to be in. Andre ended up freeing the line in an unideal but effective way. Let's just say he's lucky to still have all his fingers. But he got the job done and the day was saved.
Looking a bit wet. Okay. Are you having fun? Aw. So we just made it to our anchorage in Staniel, and we are at Pig Beach anchorage. So our autopilot died on us on the last part of the trip, so we've been hand steering for like 9 hours. It didn't die completely, but it was like giving out and we didn't want to push it. We think it might just need a tune-up. But our friends just got here. We actually beat them through the night. Another 24-hour trip done. We've made it one step further south.
Alright, it's the next day. Yesterday we arrived here at 1 p.m. and we'd been sailing for 24 hours straight into the wind. There were some waves that we'd just hit upwind and they'd slow us down to like 1 to 2 knots, so it took us a lot longer than we expected to get here, but we went straight through and then we were sleep deprived, so we slept from like 1 p.m. till like 6 or 7, and then we went to meet our friends at the yacht club right around the corner from here last night and celebrated and had a lot of fun. And now it's the next morning and we're gonna go check out the famous Pig Beach. There's many different reviews on this place, but we're gonna go see for ourselves finally.
Ready to see some pigs? Let's go.
So we have made it to Pig Beach. We're out here with the crew, Spirit Animal, Naida, and this is amazing. So we came like first thing in the morning. There's a lot of tourists here. We'll probably come back later on and get some better photos, because everywhere you turn it's like somebody's in your photo or somebody's in your video. So we'll come back, but it's still fun to be here and see everybody's reaction for the first time. Alright, so yesterday after the Pig Beach, we came back to the boat, ate, and then ended up falling asleep. So the day quickly got away from us. We're up early this morning and we moved to behind the Thunderball Grotto. We're gonna go dive that right now. It looks like there's a couple boats there, but hopefully some leave and clear up so we can get some good shots and stuff in there and have the place to ourselves. On our first day here in Nassau, I lost my fin. I'm not sure if you guys remember last week. Ayana asked me how I was feeling after a dive, and I was like defeated because I lost my fins. But I got a new pair here. We were lucky enough to have somebody fly in. They brought somebody else a pair, and then I bought their old pair. So I have a pair to last me, hopefully, the remainder of the time we're here in the Bahamas, and then when we get back to somewhere else, I'll get a fresh new pair. I just didn't have time to like pick something out that I really liked and wanted to spend the money on. So bought a used pair, and they'll do for now. When I get back to the States, I'll get a new pair. Rafting up with these guys. I'm excited.
After our quick morning dive, we're just gonna go to the fuel dock and get some more diesel. We have about a 15-mile sail more south. We're gonna go to a different part of the Exumas called Little Farmer's Key. Still buddy boating, so we're just on the move. You ready?
Yeah.
James Bond? That was perfect. Dre diving with his snapback today. It's a new look. I think you're gonna start a fad. Or have you already seen that before?
We got diesel, we're all fueled up. We are about to pull anchor and head to Farmer's Key. And it's a little bit windy, so we're sailing upwind today. So I actually put in our second reef line. So we'll probably be double reef today. 2 days ago when we sailed here, we had a single reef. We're heeling with just a little bit of head sail. So hopefully with the double reef, we'll be able to keep that heel under control and still make good speed. So let's go. So we got the sails up. We're doing wing on wing for about 3 or 4 miles. And then we're gonna turn off and go upwind down the Exumas. But right now we have to get out and clear these islands out here. So once we clear those islands, we'll turn around, come back up. Hopefully we make good time. Right now we're doing 5 knots. The motor is on, but it's in neutral just because there's some rocks right here. We just wanna be able to quickly evade those, but we're sailing. Yeah, for the first time downwind in the Bahamas. Ever since we got here, it's just been directly into the wind.
Wing on wing. It's not the easiest sailing maneuver. The main sail on one side and the head sail on the other side. You have to keep the wind directly behind you in order to fill the sails on both sides of the boat. It can be tricky to keep without the head sail kind of flapping or doing a jibe, which means that the boom kind of crashes to the other side, which is not very good. Because it can be really violent when it thuds to the other side, and that could break something.
So we made it to Farmer's Key. We're on Spirit Animal right now. We're gonna enjoy some good food. These guys got here a little earlier than us, so they went out spearfishing, got a couple fish. What'd you get? Yellow jack?
We got some yellow jack, some tuna, some lionfish, and a few conchs. Tasha's hammering the conchs out.
And I entered the party naked.
So we're gonna
Naked and
enjoy this
afraid.
fish and enjoy this good food, good company, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.